Welcome. We're going to start our mobility routine. This routine is a full body routine, targeting everything from the shoulders, down the back, through the spine, into the hips, and then down the legs as well. If there are any positions that you find are challenging, don't worry about trying to force yourself into those positions. These routines are about relaxation, and if you need to compromise the shape, position, then that's absolutely fine. We'll start off with the eagle position. For this, we'll sit cross-legged. Take the right hand in front of your head. Thread your left hand underneath and through to grasp your hands at the top. And then nice deep relaxing breaths in this position, feeling a stretch through the back of your shoulders. We'll hold it here for 1 minute. For a deeper relaxation, we'll incorporate the box breathing technique. So for this, we're going to breathe in for 5 seconds, hold our breath at the top for 5 seconds, breathe out for 5 seconds, and then hold our breath empty lungs for 5 seconds. So I'll count for the first 2 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hold your breath at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and slowly exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lungs empty for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then breathe in again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lungs empty for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Last 10 seconds. And we're going to slowly undo our hands and then repeat the same on the other side. So we'll go left hand and then right hand thread underneath. And we're going to hold again for 1 minute. Incorporate the same breathing technique. In for 5 seconds, hold your breath for 5 seconds, slowly out for 5 seconds, and then lungs empty for 5 seconds in your own time. This box breathing technique and a lot of the breathing techniques we'll use, they are stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is essentially the part of our body that helps us to relax, reduce down tension, slow the heartbeat, and can be really, really helpful when we need time to recover. So incorporating this into our stretch routine is very helpful. 5 seconds. And then slowly unwind your hands. And then just rotate your shoulders just to relax there. Next, we'll move on to the thread the needle posture. So from here, we're going to go into hands and knees. I'm going to take the right hand. I'm going to thread the right hand underneath, bringing our head and our cheek and our shoulder to the floor. And we're going to hold it here for 1 minute. This is a nice stretch for the back of your shoulder. It can help with some rotation, which we don't regularly do throughout our day. Just try to really incorporate nice slow breathing. Trying to inhale and exhale from your belly and not your upper rib cage. Last 10 seconds. Okay, slowly come back up to the top. And then we're going to repeat the same on the other side. So left hand threads underneath.
Bringing our cheek and our shoulder to the ground. Resting here again, 1 minute. Oftentimes one side will feel more tight than the other. This is absolutely normal. We are asymmetrical animals, we're asymmetrical beings, and we often favor one side over the other. So it's normal to feel tight on one side. Don't force trying to fit the same on both sides. Just relax into what your body is capable of. Last 10 seconds. Okay, let's slowly come back up. Nice. Moving on to our stretch for the hips. Now, it's easiest to do this if you've got maybe a bench or a chair or even the side of your bed. This is called the couch stretch. I'm going to put the left foot propped up behind with your right foot flat in front. Now here, what we'll do is we're going to squeeze our hips through, keeping our belly tucked in, to bring our chest up to a vertical position, and you will feel a nice long stretch down the front of this hip. Keep your glutes engaged, keep your tummy engaged, feeling that stretch through the hips. We're going to hold it here for 1.5 minutes. Through this stretch, if you feel like it's getting easier, then what you can always do is you can always just tighten the glutes a little bit, and you'll feel a bit more of an intense stretch into the front of the hip. Super important to stretch the front of the hips if we feel like our hips are tight, versus always trying to stretch maybe the back or the glutes. Because oftentimes, in fact, most of the times in our current environment, we're sat down with our thighs flexed and our hips flexed, which shortens those muscles and weakens them as well. So trying to find opportunities where we can get some length through the front of our hips can often resolve a lot of the issues that we might have with our back and our hip. We've had 1 minute. We're going to have another 30 seconds. Make sure you've got those glutes engaged, keeping your tummy nice and engaged as well. Five. Slowly come down, hands onto the ground. I'm going to swap the legs over. Same on this side. You want to try to engage the glutes, engage your bum, keeping your tummy engaged as well. So bringing your belly button in. Holding this stretch for 1.5 minutes. Into the last 20 seconds. Okay, we're going to slowly come down. So the last stretch we're going to do for this routine is going to be the standing straddle. So for this, we're actually going to stand up. Our legs are going to go wide. If you're stood on if you've got a mat, then legs towards the edge of the mat. And then from here, keeping our back nice and flat, we're going to bend at the hips, bring our hands down to the ground and feel stretch in our hamstrings, but also in our adductors on the inside of our thighs. We're going to hold it here for 1.5 minutes. There's 2 ways to modulate the intensity of this stretch. If you want to make it more intense, we can widen our feet, or we can try and bring our hands or our elbows down to the ground even more. The main thing is that we're trying to keep our back flat and not just rounding at our back. We're trying to focus on one area of the body, this being the adductors and hamstrings, and not actually stretching our lower back, because this would be a compensation. Obviously, if it's too intense, we can do the opposite. So we can bring our feet a little bit closer towards each other, and we can come a little bit higher up, just to keep our back straighter, flatter, and less of a stretch. Last 30 seconds. Okay, so slowly we're going to walk our feet back in, then come back to a standing position. Now, at the end of every stretch routine, to allow the work that we've done to set into our body, we just perform a lying relaxation with our eyes closed. Close our eyes and just breathe very, very deeply. Allow the work that we've just done to acclimate, and be grateful for the time that we've taken to work on ourselves. You know, our bodies and our lives are so busy. Sometimes we neglect this relaxation, and especially stretching. So it's important to reflect and be very, very thankful for actually spending some time to do this. You can stay here for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, however long you need. This has been a full body stretch routine. Thanks for being with us. Hope you enjoyed.